Hello, Chintes. Well, this week we are learning how to solve real world addition problems. So, to begin with, let's go over the steps, and I'm going to read all the important steps to you. Let's look at the first step. Our first step is to read the problem. And the second step is that you are to underline the important information. That means what is given to us, or what do I know? The third step is that I need to circle the question. That means, what do I need to find? And the fourth step is that I need to draw the picture that will show the problem, what's given to us and what we need to find, and how, and the all the things that happen in the story, number story. And the fifth step is that you are to show how did you solve the problem. You are to show your work. And the last step is write the answer sentence. So let's go over the steps. Our first step is read the problem. So I'm going to read the problem. Alan is training for a skipping contest. He skips 373 times in the morning and he skips 324 times in the evening. How many times does Alan skip altogether? So students, I may have to read this problem once again if I do not understand any word. So let's go over to the second step. Our second step says that we are to underline the important information. Well, let's look at what do you mean by important information? The important information would be the numbers that are given to us. And as you can see, I have underlined. I also should underline Alan because I need to know who is skipping. And then I have also underlined that he skips 373 times. That's the number that's given to me in the morning. And he skips 324 times in the evening. And I've also underlined the word altogether because I know this is an important word. It tells me that I need to find out how many times did he do in all, or bringing everything together. How many times did he skip in the morning, and if he skipped 324 times in the evening, you are to bring it all together. And the third step is that we need to circle the question. I have circled the question, how many times does Alan skip altogether? Since this is the question, so I need to find out the number of times he skipped. Now let's talk about what do you mean by the word altogether? Well, the word altogether means in total or in whole. And whenever we say altogether or total, we need to bring the parts together. And we know that Alan skipped in the morning 373 times and in the evening 324 times. So these are the two parts that are given to us. And we need to bring those two parts together to find the whole or to find the total. So let's draw the picture. So we know since I'm using a computer, I've drawn a child who's skipping. You can draw a picture of any child who's skipping, and you are to write down Alan skips 373 times in the morning and he skips 324 times in the evening. So I have also written we need to find the whole because the word altogether tells me that I need to find in total. And these two, 373 times and 324 times, are the two parts. So I need to bring those two parts together to find the whole. When we bring part and part together, it becomes the whole. So moving on to our step 5, which says, how did you solve the problem? So we know when we have to bring the two parts together, we are supposed to add. So we need to find out when we add 373 plus 324, what will be the total sum? And we can use digital base 10 blocks to solve the problem. So you can go to the digital base 10 blocks. Now I have written 373 plus 324 is equal to a question mark. Then I wrote 373 in this form plus 324. I made sure that the numbers are written in their right place value. Now, what's the first step in adding any two given numbers? That is, we need to add the ones first. So we start adding the ones. We add, let's look at the number 373. So we need to add 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. Now we need to add 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have 7 tens and we need 3 hundreds. 1, 2, 3. Now let's look at the other 3-digit number. Our other number is we need 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 4 ones. We need 2 tens. So let's bring the 2 tens now. 1, 2. And we need 3 hundreds. 1, 2, 3. So we need to add these two 3-digit numbers to find the sum, to find the whole. So here we go. Let's count the ones first. 1. Let's count how many ones are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know it does not need any regrouping because the number of ones are less than 10. So we will write down 3 plus 4 is 7. Now we are going to add the tens. That's the next step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 tens. Now again, we do not need to regroup because the number of tens are less than 10. Now the last step is that we need to add the hundreds. So let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know we have 600. So the total sum of 373 plus 324 is 697. Now we need to go back and our last step for solving the real world problem is that we need to write down the answer sentence. So I wrote Alan skipped 697 times altogether. So, students, whenever you are solving a real world problem, please make sure that you follow the steps and you should also pay attention on the vocabulary. Here, the word altogether means we are to find the total. So, we are to add the two given parts together to find the whole. So, students, I hope you understood how to solve real world addition problems. Bye bye.